Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Astronomy Arcade. My name is Victoria, but you can call me Vicky. But today, you can call me Kai because it is D&D in Space Night. Also, I'm gonna get out in front of it. Yes, I am sick. Yes, my voice is bad. Apologies. But we can't get through it. I got a lot of cough drops, and we've got a mission to finish. So, Grant, can you please get us caught up to speed? Because I really told everybody last week with the Go Live notification that we were going to finish Mission 5 last week, and we sure didn't do that. So, what happened?
Well, technically, according to all of the notes your DM had ready for you, you did finish Mission 5. That being said, there are still some minor things you have to worry about. Partially the fact that your ship is still not space-worthy. It cannot jump to warp right now. It might not even be able to take off.
Strictly speaking, it can jump to warp, it just can't take off. Our warp engines work just fine.
So you're suggesting we just zero to light speed in instant. I think it'll be fine. I think it'll go fine.
I mean, I think it'll be fine for the ship. I'm more worried about the planet that we start on.
And the people inside of it, maybe.
And technically, if we're going by warp theory, which I'm kind of just having some fun with, you do need your thrusters to still move you. All the warp engine does is bend time. Anyway, so you have that to worry about. Last time you, of course, had your lovely visions. No, that was the time before. No, you had some revelations and some discovery that a certain bounty hunter may be hunting you very soon. But not doing so by choice. In fact, very much trying to help you help yourselves and hopefully help her out, because Carta is very much of the opinion that it would seem she doesn't want to have to kill you guys, but she will if she must. That being said, this episode is essentially about ship maintenance, about tying up some loose ends. Just to recap some things that you may want to check in on, Amron is still offering to give you another upgrade to your ship's warp drive. Of course, you have that part you need to fix. You do have beta team around to help you, potentially. So long as Leaf and Ozza get along, I'm sure it'll be fine. You can also reach out to the marshals, talk to them about some stuff if you have any remaining business with them. You also have all of the merchants that you can visit, including Gorm if you must. What else? Oh, you also have that device that you have to return to the Trakens, so you may also just need to visit Amron specifically for that. Oh, and Zen may or may not be dealing with intrusive thoughts this entire time, so have fun with that.
I forgot about that. Yeah, let's go. Also, another quick PSA. I am in Streamlabs. It's looking like we're doing fine, but Twitch seems to be a little worried about our bitrate. So, if you are experiencing any issues with your video quality, please let me know. I'll see what I can do to fix it. But shall we do introductions?
Yes, please go around and introduce your characters, their current mental state, I think is probably fair, and kind of where they're at this moment.
Well, as I said in the introduction, oh boy, sorry, this is gonna be happening a lot. My name is Vicky, but I play Kai. I am the heirloom human pilot of the team and the captain of Dawn's Horizon. And currently I am feeling so many feelings. I'm pissed. I'm upset. I'm confused. I'm hungry, probably. There's a lot going on. Amanda.
Hey, I'm Amanda. I play Aerie, the group psionic warrior elf. And wow, that's a loaded question. What is my mental state? I just want to get the ship fixed as fast as possible. And this is my best friend Brick.
I'm Brick. I'm the tank of the group. Mental state.
Mm-hmm.
That good,
Signed
huh?
up for a job that I really don't like.
Oh,
And,
right.
Feeling a little bit betrayed. Leave.
And I was muted. And I'm Leaf. I'm the psionic warrior elf hacker and handler to Wonder the Space Weasel and a growing menagerie of lovely space critters, including 2 weaver worms that I will be checking on finally,
Yay.
as well as the lizard critters, Buddy and Chomper, one of whom has decided that it prefers life as a scarf.
For me.
It's warmer that way.
Exactly. Closer to the sparky, sparky crystals.
Yeah. Keeps him warm. No, just kidding.
As well as, let's see, non-lethal sniper, recent witness to the downfall of a civilization,
Oh my God.
group therapist, which seems like a
Tall
very
order.
much in demand at the moment, and hopefully by the next time that we visit this planet, fully fledged eco-terrorist.
Nofs is forward as fucked.
See you.
And I think that I'm mostly just worried about how everyone else is doing and trying to get everything ready for what we have to do next.
Okay.
Yeah. I think
All right.
Leaf is less concerned about his own mental state at the moment and more worried about making sure that everyone else remains functional.
Okay, sounds good. Well, I think we're going to pick up more or less right after the last meeting the characters had, which was discussing all of your findings and from the clues that Carta left for you. That being said, I'm gonna say maybe it's been a minute or so. Maybe everyone's fallen into a moment of silence, trying to, resolve some of the thoughts they're having. And
I wasn't the very last thing we left off on was I was like, okay, we might as well get going, and then someone said something about we can't fly the ship.
Mm-hmm.
Who said, was it
it's
Zen
broken.
or was it Satsi? It was probably one of them.
I think it was Leaf
was
pointing
Leaf.
out that the ship doesn't fly.
Okay.
Are we still missing part of the ship?
Yes, we are.
Oh.
That was on my to-do list for looking for back, a day's travel from here. Unfortunately, didn't check that list before we left.
Does Beta Team have a synthesizer?
Maybe. We could ask.
I also go ask the track-ins.
That's also far, though, isn't it?
I mean, yeah, but Beta Team could, fly us there. Be a little bit quicker. Maybe.
Maybe.
Isn't our ship already kind of experimental? I love the idea of putting alien tech in place of our
I don't.
fuel injector.
I don't.
Really?
I don't.
Have, kinda.
Keeping in mind that this fuel injector, the fuel in question is antimatter.
Yeah.
I mean, whatever they've come up with is probably far safer than what we have.
All right.
Probably.
You're not wrong.
I'm gonna take a walk over to Beta Team's ship then and see what they've got. Anybody feel like coming with?
I
Yeah.
might get better results if I don't.
Fair.
They like me. I'll go.
Do they?
I don't know.
Okay. Then the two of you head over to the next bay over. beta team ship is there. It seems to have been more or less powered down. However, the gantry to enter is down and ready for you to walk in.
Knock knock. Is there like an opening already?
There is a page button
Oh, okay. All right.
next to the controls.
I click it.
You hear the equivalent of the doorbell on the other side.
Hi guys. It's Kai. It's Kai and Brick.
Hi.
Hi.
Oh, yes. One second. A moment later, a slightly frazzled-looking Selka walks up and opens the door and says, "Oh, hi guys. How you doing?"
Good. Okay. Listen, we're gonna have.
That was quite a little fight we got ourselves into there for a minute.
Yeah. Very glad you guys
Yes,
are
we're-
okay.
Awesome.
Yeah, that was incredible. Also, how did the bullets go? Did you use the scary ones?
Well, Ozza was paying more attention to that than I was. She says they may have eaten a sentient being from the inside out at some point.
Oh. You know what? Forget I asked.
Yeah, they're
I'm
horrifying,
sure-
and we still have a few left, and they're in quarantine right now.
I'm sure Leaf would love to know more, and I definitely wouldn't, but I'm glad. Anyway, so here's a rough question for you. Do you happen to have an extra fuel injector?
For a ship of your size?
Yeah. Probably not, huh?
May or may not have misplaced ours.
We didn't. Okay, we did not misplace ours.
It was
We are on a
stolen.
planet where nobody liked us when we first got here, and it was stolen. It walked away.
Forgot to put on the security plating before the ship let you go. Okay, we'd better send a message to Quarren about that. Security plating that goes over the expensive, hard to replace parts. It's fine.
We definitely have that. I turned to Brett. We have that, don't we?
I don't. I might be the security officer, but I don't really know.
You okay? Maybe I should have also brought Zen with us.
Yeah, it's a side question.
And who knows what shenanigans he would have gotten up to when he came along. Listen, it doesn't matter much. I'm sure between Ozza, Leaf, and you said you had one of the engineers on board, right? Which team was she?
Hana.
Tau team or something like that? Yes, Hana.
Yeah.
Yeah, between the three of them, I think you should be able to come up with something between the facilities on our two ships and, if you have any contacts with maybe better equipment, yeah, I think you should be able to do it. We've got some spare basic materials if you want to use those to help fabricate it.
Okay.
Should we call Amron?
Oh. We should.
For the record, it is the middle of the night right now.
We should call Amron in the morning. All right. Thank you guys. Also, so good to see that y'all are alive. And thank you so much for helping us with that. I realize it wasn't, didn't go as, perfectly as we would hope it could have. But
Well, we're lucky the Marshall ship came along and got the attention of the pyramid thing, because we took a couple of spare rounds to one of the engines, but that didn't really do much. They got like a whole wing sheared off by that thing's weapons.
Jesus. Are they good? I'm assuming
They're
not.
fine.
Oh, good.
They're fine.
Wow.
Their ship managed to make it back. They weren't exactly happy about it, but they said they'll repair it eventually.
They'll be fine.
And they've got a couple of extra ships apparently in orbit, so should be all right.
Wow. Good for them.
All right. Well, let us know if you need anything. I will get back to recharging. The rest of the crew is asleep, otherwise I'd get Ozza for you right now.
Oh, no, yeah, no worries. We'll come by before.
God, it was dark outside.
I also forgot it was dark outside. Sometimes we forget that the sky it displays time. Anyway, gotta go by. It's just me, Vicky, fully forgetting that it was the middle of the night when we got back.
Okay, I could have also reminded you.
That's fine.
Meanwhile, back on the ship while all that was happening, what are Ari and Leaf up to? Aside
Honestly-
from existential dread on Ari's part.
Yeah. Ari would have probably just at some point been like, hey, Leaf, thanks for deciphering all that.
Yeah, it was just glad she was able to leave us a message.
Yeah, no kidding.
Yeah, on the bright side, that means she hasn't entirely betrayed us.
Yeah. But I don't know. I just want to get the ship fixed as fast as possible so we can get
Yes.
out of here together.
Speaking of things happening quickly, I have something I need to go check on.
No problem.
Somewhere in the distant bowels of the ship, you swear you hear Thaddeus scream.
Oh no.
I take off running towards my menagerie.
You know, I put on the heartfelt playlists, thinking this was gonna be a different type of scene. We're just gonna switch them over. This is the only thing that could fit. The only possible thing that could fit right now is Leaf's theme. Have fun.
Ari calls out. He's like, "Let me know if you need help."
Zen, hobbling, looking a little worse for wear, says, "I'll go help him if you don't want to."
Poor thing.
I
then
double
he-
check as I'm running my shield bracelet and activate my armor because I don't think I had actually done that yet.
Okay. You arrive in the cargo bay where your menagerie has been essentially cordoned off from everything else. Thaddeus is running around screaming as two small creatures are just kind of latched onto him, crawling all over him. To describe them, they are semi-snake-like. They seem to have two arms and kind of snapper-like jaws, and they seem to be just having a grand old time pestering Thaddeus right now, and he is terrified by it. Get him off me! Get him off me! Get him off me! Get it off me!
I am going to put on the heavy gloves that we use for training Wonder and see if I can pull one of them off of Thaddeus.
The moment you get close, one of them actually snaps at your finger. Make a reflex save.
$17.
Okay. You managed to grab them before they grab you. You may make a handle animal check to calm the little thing down.
I attempt to soothe the animal. I attempt to soothe the dragon insect thingamma. What's it? Hold on. Where's the handle animal? 15.
15. You managed to teach it that no, you are not food. Its sibling, however, seems to be now no longer on Thaddeus, kind of just nomming on the mop that he's holding as he tries to shake it off, and it's not going well. Why did these things have to? Why did they have to hatch on my ship?
Wonder.
Last you saw, Wonder was completely conked out on the bridge.
Great. How heavy are these things?
They are not heavy at all. They're tiny. They're actually roughly bunny size. They're just a lot longer and thinner.
So one might say the weasel size. Like a weasel. Like a space
An actual
weasel.
Like a
weasel.
normal weasel, as opposed
a
to the ginormous
yeah.
one that Wonder is.
Or a ferret weasel. The music sounds like you're in line for the Spider-Man ride. Hilarious. Also, yeah, if Weaver Worms gives you the shivers, mother, get ready to have them in the story a lot more, apparently. Oh boy, here we go.
Okay, hold on one sec. I'm trying to... Why do all of these only work on objects? Do I have anything resembling a net?
Do you have anything in your inventory that resembles a net? Or in the ship's inventory that we
Well,
can
we
say
are
is
in the
conveniently
cargo bay.
A little
Don't you-
small.
Don't you have Mage Hand?
It only works on objects.
Oh, that sucks.
I just checked.
Okay. Okay. You can call for reinforcements. There's other people on the ship. Ari might have
You know what
something.
Zen's kind of leaning against the wall, chuckling at this. He seems to recognize that there's no real danger right now. They're just annoying.
Sen's just laughing. Incredible.
You know what I do have?
This is bonding.
What
for
I-
Zen and Leaf.
What I do have is a lot of balloons.
Are you gonna tie them up with the balloons? How is this? What is the goal?
No.
I take one of the long straight the long balloons.
The ones that you turn into a balloon animal.
Uh-huh,
Yeah.
uh-huh.
mhm. And you're gonna turn them into
Uh-huh.
a balloon animal. You could do that, and it'd be probably painful.
I really
actually.
do like that
Probably
idea.
shouldn't do that.
And I try to fashion like a leash out of it.
Oh man.
Oh my god.
I'm not sure what kind of craft check this is, but roll a craft check for me.
This is a craft. Go to fucking Joanne Fabrics and Party City and figure it out.
No, this is 5-minute crafts.
Can it be mechanical?
The entity that has the power to create matter at will
Yes.
is fashioning a
Balloon.
lead
Out
from
of
a
balloons.
balloon. I love it.
In Jersey, I thought Grant said crap check. Just like absolute shit show check.
Yeah.
You know.
I
We
love
could
it.
roll that too. Okay, what's your result?
That depends
don't-
on what I get to add to it.
I don't think this is a mechanical object. This is literally like
Just craft.
just craft. This is almost like leather working, but not.
I'm
telling you, there
19.
needs to
It's
be
19.
there needs
It's a
to
19, assuming I don't get to add anything to it.
there needs to be a craft skill that is just like, I'm gonna take a bunch of trash and I'm gonna try to make it into something. it's the cosplayer craft technique.
Yeah, yeah.
You know?
Tailoring, technically. Okay. I'm gonna say you kind of make a sort of lasso sort of thing out of a whole bunch of these very long balloons. You may attempt to handle animal check with that as a tool, I guess.
Amazing.
Handle animal. 21.
You manage to somehow get the other one to. It doesn't exactly go for the lasso trick. Instead of snapping at the inanimate object that's not being very fun, it starts snapping at the thing that you're dangling in front of it. So you now kind of have the other one
I'll
under
play
control.
ball. I use it like a cat toy and just kind of use it to lead the thing around while slowly kind of soothing the other one.
Okay, it kind of half slithers, half hops around trying to chase this thing, making very cute hissing and squeaking noises while it does. Thaddeus just clutches his chest and slowly backs away.
I have a question for you, Greg.
Yes.
My laser scalpel. Can it be used as just a laser pointer?
In theory, if you turn
Like, does it
all
have
the way
an
down,
aim? Does it have like an aim mode before cut mode?
yes.
Amazing.
Great. I'm gonna just use that as a laser pointer and see if the thing will follow that.
Yes. They actually both seem very interested.
This has just turned into cat ownership in D&D.
I'm gonna try and teach them, the basic tricks, like sit and don't put that in your mouth.
Amazing.
I assume specifically pointing at Thaddeus and everybody else.
Teaching them the difference between food and not food.
Okay. You may make another handle animal check. I'm gonna say at this point, enough time has probably passed where where Brick and Kai walk back in on this.
Thank God. Also, really quick before we get into that, I just want to shout out Skeptical Sig and Lynn Jersey. Thank you guys so much for resubscribing and supporting the channel. Subfest, let's go. Anybody else want to subscribe? Hit that hype train. But yeah, thank you guys so much. But yeah, I'm gonna just walk in. Me and Brick are walking in like, okay, so probably shouldn't. Really should remember how like time works. My schedule's all messed up. What the fuck is going on over here?
And what the fuck is going on right now is that we just rolled a nat 20 for animal handling.
Of course you
Of course.
did. Oh,
Of course.
my God.
Because if you make me roll enough times in a row, eventually we will get one of the crits.
Okay. Then yes, you practically have them taught how to sit at this point. Although they're absolutely not quiet. They're making these chirping little squeaky sounds.
And what do those sound like? I just want to hear you squeak.
No. I will leave it up to your imagination. They are utterly adorable. However, the moment Brick and Kai walk in, both of their little heads snap to attention on both of you.
I thought you were talking about me and Brick for a second, and I was like, our little heads?
Yeah.
No. No. And Kai and Brick, you find yourselves very much the center of attention of two rowdy little weaver worms as they just start hopping over to you and just doing little circles around your shoes.
Yes, Skeptical was like, that is exactly what I was thinking.
Also,
Their heads snap.
exactly. Sig and Lynn Jersey, thank you so much for the cheers. You guys are so sweet. So how, Grant, I need you to tell me on a scale of bunnies, real ones, to, the devil from the Bible, how scary these things are.
I mean,
how spooky.
in their current state, current size, they're probably no scarier than maybe a small monitor lizard or a bearded dragon or something like that.
Oh, okay. And they're just circling us?
Yes. Squeaking, kind of snapping at shoelaces.
Y'all ever tried to handle a
Because
fish?
they're basically like spider snakes, right?
You're gonna get bit.
What'd you say?
I said, have y'all ever tried to handle a ferret that wants to bite you? There's no stopping it.
It will happen.
They are a noodle. Much like these things.
It's gonna happen.
That is why the first trick was no, don't bite that.
Yeah. The ferret wins every time. Exactly.
They too. Don't fuck with musculads, man. They'll mess you up.
Kai is watching them run around and is like, well, they're not too bad, while very distinctly holding her arms, extremities up here, like not crossing her arms like a normal person, like going kind of like this. Like, they're not bad. Like, they're kind of cute. I prefer BB, but these are good.
Hi, my eggs hatched.
I know.
I knew the incubator was a good idea.
I
Look at how cute they are.
okay.
Oh, can I pet them?
Ooh, watch your fingers.
Rick's gonna try.
Are they poisonous? Are they
We're gonna
venomous?
find out.
We're about to see.
You have not had enough time with a live one that hasn't been in an incubation to know.
If anyone
Artie's
is the
here,
one
it's fine.
to find out, it's Brick.
Yeah.
Guess we're gonna find out.
Okay, Brick, make a reflex save.
At this time, I feel like Ari finally like caught up as he's running down the hall after Lee. He's just like, hi.
14.
14? Okay, you don't take damage, but one of them does latch onto your finger as you reach out to them.
Oh,
And they do not let go. In fact, they kind of wrap themselves around your arm.
Aw.
I think it's trying to eat me.
Probably. I take a step aside. I take a step away.
It's definitely trying to fit as much of your finger in its mouth as it can.
Oh.
Oh.
It's like a human baby.
Aw.
If it actually bites down, yelp.
It's kind of cute.
It works with dogs. It does actually.
They, like,
And
kinda,
it's
like,
also making
like,
cute,
jerk it.
squeaky little growling noises as it's
Aw.
trying to eat your finger.
I think it's trying to eat me.
Ari just pets it like with one finger.
Oh my god.
Its tail whips out and kind of slaps your hand away. But
Oh, sorry. Okay. Right.
Sig
Doesn't
going.
like you.
Sig
He's
goes
trying to eat you,
hearing
Brie.
Leaf saying my eggs hatched without having context that he had an incubator was a wild ride.
My eggs hatched.
Oh.
I'm just grabbing all of my notes to see where I left my notes about
Kai,
our.
I will say that Thaddeus is currently actively hiding behind Zen.
Thaddeus,
And it
Thaddeus, I
seems like
think.
Zen's just trying to talk him down.
Yeah. Thaddeus, I think. I'm still standing like this. I think they're fine. I
They're a
walk
lot
over.
friendlier now.
I walk
Here,
over
come
to
say
them.
hi.
And I'm like, I think they're okay. You don't have to say hi if you don't want to, but I don't think we have to be afraid they're gonna eat us until they're bigger.
They only grow to like the size of Wonder.
That's big enough. You seen a snake
I-
swallow a mouse? I'm sure it could figure it out.
We're trying to comfort Thaddeus.
I know. You're right. You're right. Thaddeus, it's gonna be fine.
I was trying to clean the menagerie and then all of a sudden they were all over me.
They're okay. They're okay. See? Like, look, Brick, it's nice to Brick. Is the other one still running around?
Yes.
I'm going to...
It's currently trying to murder one of your shoelaces.
Okay. See, look, he's kind of cute. And I'm gonna lean over and I'm gonna try to pet it.
Make a reflex save.
Hold on, I gotta get a die. There are many things here. Okay, we're back. Okay, apologies. Reflex save. I'm usually good at those. Now that I've said that, of course, I won't be. It's not too bad. That is a, 21.
21. You managed to grab them without even getting close to being nibbled on. And having apparently asserted your dominance, they kind of just wrap around your wrist and look at you.
Aw.
Well, hi. Can I give him a little chin scratch?
They seem to be okay with that. They all actually kind of tilt their head at you a little bit.
See, Thaddeus, he's fine. He's okay.
Thaddeus just shakes his head and holds his mop close and starts walking away.
Fair enough. I get it.
And you're pretty sure you hear something along the lines of, Buddy and Chomper don't give me this kind of trouble.
They don't?
All they do is find warm places to sleep.
To be fair, they're fully grown and well trained.
True.
He wasn't there the first time I tried to train Wonder.
Buddy, Chomper, Wonder, BB, worms. We have bunnies, unknown number.
Throughout the ship, no doubt.
Satsu's pet.
And yes, Satsu's pet.
Yeah, we do need to name these now.
Mm-hmm.
True. Speaking of BB, there's a puff of smoke, and all of a sudden, Kai, there's this furry thing that's around your neck.
I'm
and
sorry,
kind of
that's
staring-
how BB like apparates places? Just
Oh.
Oh, hi.
Yep. BB just gives you a big hug, and then kind of glances at the little weaver worm that's wrapped around your wrist, and just looks quizzical.
It's a new friend, not food. also not anywhere near as relaxing as you are. I'm very tense right now.
Hi, BB.
Brick, the one that was trying to eat your finger, has gotten bored and is instead trying to crawl up your arm.
Aw.
Watch it, buddy.
You want me to
It
take him?
does. Eric certainly can.
You seem a little nervous. It might sense fear. Here, let me take him.
Maybe
I like kind of scoop him into
I'm gonna
it.
deck the shit out of him if he tries to bite my ear or something.
Aw.
He's gonna take
Not
it.
my babies.
Yeah.
Fine.
I've got him. Don't worry. I'm just holding him in my hands.
Harry, make a reflex save.
Okay. Ah. Oops. Hold on, Mo. No, that's not 11.
You take 1 point of damage as they latch onto the soft part of your hand and will not let go.
I'm just like, it's so cute.
That's hilarious.
And they did break the skin. So, Ari, also make a fortitude save, please.
Okay. Uh-oh.
So they are venomous.
Wait, which one is it?
Maybe slightly.
No, which one?
The big number.
Okay. Oh, also 11.
Ari, you're starting to feel very sleepy.
Oh,
All
he's
of a
just like,
sudden.
somebody take this before I
Oh,
fall.
yep, got it.
Thank you.
Wait,
Okay.
wait, hold on. Can I try to grab Harry?
I just kind of stumble over Kai. I'm like, sorry, I think it bit me.
Oh,
I
okay.
guess that answers that question.
Did you not know they were venomous, Leaf?
Last time we encountered them, they were trying to kill us, and we burned them. There wasn't a lot left for a sample.
Okay, in one hand, I am holding Ari up. In the other, I still have a weaver worm on my wrist, and I go, okay, can you get
I'll
this one
take
off
it.
me then, please?
Yes,
Thank you.
I'll take it. And I go and take the one off of Kai.
Thank you. Jesus.
And at this point, I am going to take a moment to actually, concentrate, and I'm going to fashion some fancy little collars for them out of something very sturdy.
Not balloons, maybe?
And then put those on them.
Okay, are you using one of your powers to do that?
Oh yeah, I'm not taking the time to try and actually make something. I'm just imagining what I want it to look like.
Okay.
And then
makes-
finding a raw material.
God, I
And
wish.
then wasting an absolutely ludicrous number of PowerPoints on this.
Okay. You craft some adorable little collars for them.
And with the remaining ridiculous, and hold on one sec. Yeah, and because I'm kind of in a rush, I accidentally turned the entire chunk of material I was working with into collars, so we now have a lot of them. It was only a cubic meter, it's fine.
So many more pets to be
We could
had.
sell them along with the pool noodles.
Or Leaf could get. Oh no, it's like or Leaf could get more pets.
How big are they? Like bracelet size?
Lynn Jersey has a point.
Maybe a muzzle would be better. Are they bracelet
We'll
size?
train them.
Are they bracelet size? This is important.
It's appropriately sized to the thing's necks. I don't know.
That's probably.
They're small
I pick one up.
and adjustable. Hmm.
Friendship bracelets.
Aw.
Okay. Well, I'm assuming.
Is Ari okay? Yeah.
I don't
That's
know.
a good question, Ari. Make
Am
me
I okay?
another fortitude save.
I'm-
please.
We'll
Wait,
find
hold
out right
on.
now.
I'm
Hold on.
bringing Ari to Artie.
I have 14.
We're making our way downtown.
Please remind Artie to make an antitoxin for later.
Yeah,
Okay.
I will.
Kai, you and Ari, and probably Brick, because I'm willing to bet Brick needs to help support Ari.
Yeah.
All of you make it to the med bay just as Ari practically passes out asleep.
Oh my god.
I
Oh,
guess I'll take care of the weaver worms.
I guess so.
I check Aries' pulse. See if they're still breathing.
Aries seems to be fine, and the moment the door opens, Artie says,
Ah! Oh, hang on, what's wrong with my voice? Oh dear, oh no! Oh, there we go. I see my voice modulator seems to be having some issues. Artie? Ari, I mean, I seem to be having multiple processor issues right now. Ooh, but Ari seems to be having worse processor issues. Ari?
Aries.
Artie pokes Ari
No,
a
don't
couple
do
of
that.
times.
Do I need to perform a Class A diagnostic?
Absolutely not.
Thanks, guys.
Jesus.
I can't say anything.
We just need an antitoxin. Ari got bit by a weaver worm. Can you
I'm
just...
just making sure they're not gonna die, but you can let them sleep. It's okay.
I mean, yeah, if it's just... Can you just do a quick old scan and see if Aries just gonna, like... If their heart's gonna stop, or if they're just gonna, like, take a really decent nap. Like...
Scanning.
Artie pops out an appendage and begins scanning, and a moment later says,
I appear to be in a relatively heavy slumber, actually. I will begin working on an antitoxin and allow them some rest while I perform my experiment.
Not experiments!
Please don't leave me. Don't leave me alone. I can't say anything. Can Ari hear anything?
Talk about
No, he's sleeping.
consent, Artie. Come on now.
I will perform any experiments beyond what is required to potentially revitalize Harry.
My life's in your hands, guys. I don't know.
Okay, Artie. Can you just... I just want you to see if Aries just gonna wake up as normal by himself, or if he is in a kind of Sleeping Beauty-esque slumber, death slumber, one might say, and that we will need the antitoxin. Because the less experiments, I know you like knowledge, but the less experiments on our living, breathing, working crew, I think the better.
Very well. It would appear they will wake up sometime tomorrow morning.
That's
I
fine.
just knocked myself out for the last episode.
Yep, get close.
This is about
It's fine.
what to do.
It's not gonna be... We're all gonna go to sleep soon, I think.
Oh yeah, I forgot it's nighttime.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, that's fine. Can you research the worms instead? Get them to bite you or something, and then you can figure it out. Is that okay?
Ooh, I've been wanting to test my venom collection protocols. I will go visit them immediately.
Perfect. Also, please don't hurt the worms. Kyle. Jesus. Leaf will be so upset. Please be gentle with the worms.
You might just
I will take the utmost care.
Alright. Brick can probably lift Ari, right?
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah. Okay. So I just turn to you. Aries between us. You wanna... Fireman?
Yeah, I'll throw him in our room.
Yeah.
Sorry, guys.
Are we doing the thrown over the shoulder, the wedding carry, or like some weird combination of the two?
Brick will be nice and just do like the wedding carry.
Cute.
Kind of dump him on the hammock that we have. It's a makeshift bed in our thing.
I love
okay.
it.
Gary is happily asleep. All right. Let's see here. What do Brick and Kai do to finish up the evening?
I mean, probably go to sleep.
Yeah.
Were we supposed to do something about the... Oh. We'll talk... We can talk in the morning about the... Finding the parts and stuff.
Yeah.
There's not much else we can do tonight.
Yeah.
Go see the track-ins. Maybe stop by the marshals. And yeah.
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 Yeah. Sick.
All right. Is Leaf doing anything else?
I find
Yes,
Leaf before I go to sleep.
There are two things that I do.
When
One,
it's gonna be 3, because I'm gonna quick talk to you real quick, and I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna say your worms are very cute. Can they get under doors?
not after I make an appropriate cage for them, hopefully.
How long is that gonna take?
Give me 6 seconds.
Thank you. Okay. I'm gonna go to bed now. I just wanted to, wake up with a worm
And
nut
behind
on
Leaf,
me.
you hear kind of a clatter as the cage materializes.
Oh my god, amazing. Good night.
Only the best for my darling little what the hell are you?
As I walk out, I also go, and you need to sleep too. And I close it.
I will. And then I'm also going to find somewhere where I can plug in that adapter that Amron gave me so that I can plug in the data cube with all of the info on the entities so
Okay.
that Bessie can start assimilating it.
Okay. Sounds good.
And then I go to bed.
Okay. That's gonna fall. All right, then all of you.
What is happening?
All the STEM toys.
All of you turn in for the evening. And the next morning, luckily, you are not awoken by the screaming of Thaddeus as some new horror tries to assault him. Instead, all of you wake up nice and refreshed, and it's a relatively quiet morning. You actually,
I'm sorry.
you do get a very good night's rest.
Okay,
Harry.
sweet.
In fact, it takes you a lot longer to come out of it than normal.
Mm-hmm.
And you're definitely wobbly as you start walking around. That being said, all of you do wake up to the smell of food. It seems like someone has beaten you to breakfast. I guess who's up first?
Not me.
Probably one of the people that weren't with us, right? Oh, I see. Of us. I'm.
Mhm.
My head is full
Whoever
of
made breakfast, obviously.
cough syrup.
You're good.
Leaf's a pretty early riser.
Kai's sleeping in.
All right. Then you find that Zen is already in the galley. It looks like believe it or not, Kim and Satsi are kind of just hanging around making stuff in the kitchen of the galley. And Zen's kind of nursing a cup of coffee. It does not look like he slept particularly well. But the two of them, both Kim and Satsi, seem to be having a good time. And you catch the tail end of Cordum as he seems to head down to the lower deck, presumably to do something. You suspect it's probably maintenance. He does help out with that on occasion.
Watch out for the weaver worms, they hatched last night. Don't worry, they're in a cage.
No, okay. Thanks for the heads up.
Turns out they're venomous. Who knew?
Grant, did you see the comment from my mother?
Oh, yes.
Incredible.
Anyway.
Morning, Zen. You look like hell. What's going on?
He just glances up at you and says, I'm pretty sure everybody says this, but I hate that stuff. A whole night of intrusive thoughts? No, thank you.
I could let the new weaver worm babies bite you. Apparently, it gives you a great night's sleep.
Question? Does he still have it on? Probably not.
I would say, Leaf, you recognize that he has put more on. And from what you know of Zen, it's probably because he just wants it to be over with.
Yeah, my You have my sympathy.
He thinks for a second, then immediately seems to straighten and says, I need to do inventory. I'll be right back. And immediately rushes off to the armory.
Yep. And there we go. I feel
Okay.
like I should be concerned with him being around weapons with that stuff. It'll be fine.
Yeah, I would. Gosh.
Speaking of
Hey, he
which, Kai
didn't
can
blink
walk out
anything
at
on
that
the right
exact
time.
moment.
Kai walks out then.
Yeah, she
Yes.
should. She should absolutely walk out at that exact moment.
So I see Zen disappear.
You see him disappear into the armory, which is right before the bridge.
Where's he running to?
Armory, doing inventory.
For what? It's so early.
You know, of the things he could be randomly doing with that stuff on him, it seemed relatively harmless.
Oh, he still has the. Is it relatively harmless?
He did.
Leaf.
He
There's
didn't lick
weapons.
anything on the way back here.
Leaf. What? What'd you say?
He
What?
seems to have he said he didn't lick anything on the
That doesn't
ride
mean
back.
it
He
won't
seems to have
happen.
pretty decent self-control. And besides, we'll hear it if it's not okay.
Kai, so you hear someone come from the kitchen, tap you on the shoulder, and Satsi holds up her notebook and says, you could always go supervise him. With a very specific shit-eating grin on her face.
I look at her, and Vicky, can't pull this face right now, but I am just, it's full neutral, like, Kai, like.
She
Okay.
adds, as captain.
Cause, like, I'm gonna go do that, cause I don't want him to shoot himself by accident or something.
I'm gonna do it because I want to, not because you told me to.
I cross my arms. And then I grab a cup of coffee and I go find some. You mother. And I turn around and I go, you motherfuckers. Can't just let somebody go into the armory with that shit on.
I pretend to be meditating.
I know when you're meditating, Leaf.
Yes.
That's not it.
And Brick, you walk out to essentially that, and you see just Satsi returning to the galley kitchen, just silently giggling to herself. Okay.
Going because I want to. Because I'm a good captain.
Okay. We'll get to that scene in just a moment.
Take your time.
Brick, what do you
Yep.
do?
I'm so sleepy.
Brick is standing over Harry's bed waiting for him to wake up.
I open my eyes and I'm like, holy shit!
Hi, buddy.
I can't.
Ari, your hand hurts a lot.
I'm just like, oh, is it like throbbing or is there like is it like swollen or something?
There's definitely a bite mark with two very specific little pinpricks in it. And it's throbbing a little bit. It's a little red.
She's like, ow.
You good?
Yeah. That was a great sleep though. I don't think I've slept that good since I was born.
Do you remember that?
No,
Oh.
I'm just saying.
Greg.
Anyway, let's go have some coffee.
Okay, Ari.
What?
How's Ari doing?
Huh?
How's Ari doing?
What do you mean?
Since motive check.
Okay. I'm not hiding
How's my
anything.
best buddy?
I'm not hiding anything. What'd you get?
As Ari tries pointedly, probably not to look at the boxed flower that's still on the desk next to them.
Yeah.
I rolled really shitty and got a 19.
Oh my god. Then you would notice that he's like trying to deflect because you know him well. What? Why are you blocking the door, Brick? I just want to get coffee.
Oh, am I blocking the door? I didn't realize that I was blocking the
You're
door.
clearly standing in the doorway.
What do you mean?
Brick, come on. Let's go. It's coffee time? What? Please let me go.
Brick just gives you a hug.
Aw. He just kind of like is tense and then relaxes into the hug. Thanks, Brick. Now can we please get coffee?
We can get coffee.
Thank you.
All right, you go out to get coffee, and Kim seems to be the only one actively doing anything in the kitchen right now. Satsi is leaning around the corner, just staring down toward the bridge and the armory.
Fathius?
Yes.
I guess I'll stop pretending to meditate and go see what's up.
Kai, you're at the door to the armory. You enter in the captain's code, and the moment the door slides open, there is a crash as a whole shelf's worth of stuff just kind of
Oh my god.
falls on the floor. Damn it.
What are you doing?
Trying and failing to count things.
Count. Okay, so typically counting things doesn't mean that you need to take a shelf apart, but I start picking things up. Jesus, this is not like a great. This is. I would. If you want to be productive, you can go do more productive things that don't involve, ammunition. When you are, under the influence, I would say.
Just for the record, the moment that Kai leaves and is enters the armory, Leaf is definitely pulling up the video feed from the armory so we can all watch.
You absolute bastard!
We all crowd
are
around.
a
and
rat?
watch. Yeah.
Satsu's gonna just stand there kind of trying to listen it down.
You're a
We have
rat
technology.
bastard, Charlie Brown.
Whoa!
What
Okay.
do you mean?
All right.
There's no privacy on this fucking ship.
Zen momentarily hesitates and then starts helping. I'm assuming you're also trying to clear things up off the floor.
Yeah, I already was picking stuff up. Yeah.
Okay.
I do leave
Well,
audio off because
I.
Leaf's not actually that big a dick.
Jeez.
But if
rolled-
Satsi wants to watch the, hilarity.
Okay. Roll a straight up luck check for me.
Luck check?
D20. Yes.
Okay, jeez. Where am I Oh. That's not very lucky. That's a 5.
Okay. You are both reaching for the same box, and yeah, you grab it at the same time.
Oh, sorry.
It's awkward. Zen's just like, sorry about that. He's. I'm gonna say you don't even need a sense motive check. He's he's acting like the room is suddenly way too small.
Okay. Here, let me. And I pick up the box or whatever, and You don't even. I can tell that he doesn't. He looks like he didn't get good sleep, right? You said.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yes.
Why are you even awake right now? Go get some rest.
Well, I don't know what this stuff did to you, but
Well, you don't? Because we had a few conversations that were not exactly things that I wanted to talk about.
Well, I do, but I don't know what the rest of the story was. For me, it seems to reminding me of stuff, so I didn't sleep because I was thinking about it.
Oh. I'm sorry. I'm sure Artie has. I don't know if it's good to double up on stuff, but I'm sure Artie has some Z-Quil kind of sleeping pills,
Knock yourself. Oh, go get bit by a weaver worm.
Oh, go get bit by
You'll
the
be fine.
weaver worm. Actually, no, please
don't
don't.
say that.
Don't actually. I'm not. I don't want to put that in your head because you're very suggestible at the moment. Don't do that.
Zen chuckles and says, I would prefer not to get bitten by anything. I'm hopefully it won't come to that. There is a brief moment. where Zen just kind of stares at Kai. Gets his face turns a couple of shades darker, and then he says, I should probably get back to probably not inventory. I'll leave that to more able minds than my own.
Okay. I just kind of like step aside, and assuming he tries to like leave, I just let him leave out the door.
He doesn't.
Oh, he doesn't.
Uh-huh. And
do you want me to? I'll go. I'll leave. Well, okay. I don't want to leave. Particularly, I don't want to leave you alone in this room because, again, I don't want you licking antimatter or something. I don't know. You know.
All of a sudden, while you're speaking, he says, I didn't tell you what I saw while I was in that trial thing.
These two. I can't. Yeah. Do you, I mean...
It's not... Well, the first part wasn't great because it was your dad showing up and being his usual charming self, and
yeah.
I may have gotten a good couple of punches in for you, by the way, just so you know.
Oh, thanks.
I didn't exactly... see who was speaking, but I kind of know who it was, and I got some advice from another person, and not entirely sure what to do about it.
I mean... Yeah, I feel like a lot of us are kind of in that boat. It's like, I talked to this weird entity, and she's telling me that, you know, I'm asking for answers, and she's giving me nothing. And, yeah, it seems like the trial is very confusing. They don't really like to... Sorry. They don't really like to give you straight answers on this kind of stuff, I guess. It's very, very ethereal, you know. This is Vicky knowing, probably, exactly what Zen's trying to say. And Kai, not even registering.
Zen nods, and then says, right. And starts to head out. But as he does, he turns around, gently takes one of Kai's hands in his and says, please be a little bit easier on yourself, Captain. Kai. You're important to all of us. And leaves.
I say nothing. I say nothing. I just stand there, and the door, I imagine, automatically shuts, and Kai's still standing there, and just staring at the wall. And then BB! No.
Exactly. And BB leans around to face you and just gives you a look.
I take BB. Shake my head. I open the door and I say, go. And I close the door. Say, give me a minute.
All of you see BB just sit in front of the door, curl their tail around their paws, and just wait.
I'm going to... You're still watching the fucking camera, aren't you? You bastards.
I would have actually left at the point that it was clear you were just talking. I just wanted to tune in to watch things fall over.
Okay, sure.
The rest of you saw Zen actually head to the lower deck.
I probably actually went to go find Amryn. Once
Okay.
it was clear nothing funny was going to happen.
Very Brick and Satsi.
They probably
If
saw
we-
everything. Little bastards. I go back to I clean up whatever wasn't cleaned up, or I like everything's clearly cleaned up, and I'm just like, after a long minute of staring at the wall, adjust things that don't need to be adjusted, and then I go to leave, and so y'all have enough time to get the fuck off the fucking
We all scramble.
camera feed. I'm assuming, and I'll roll this with disadvantage, that I wouldn't notice that y'all are bastards.
Oh God.
But if I do notice, though,
I think there's a
if I can find another fucking D20, Jesus,
It's a
hold on.
really interesting ceiling in this spaceship.
Yeah, what is it made of?
I don't know.
Maybe I don't have to roll disadvantage because they're being really obvious about it.
Satsu's being about as obvious, just not verbally.
Well, I got a 20, but I also got a 2.
Oh.
I mean,
So,
I'll give you this. Kim is outright just kind of quietly chuckling as she's making breakfast for everybody, and trying and just nudging Satsi to try and have her help keep things together. Kai could just assume that they're laughing at an inside joke or something.
yeah, probably. I'm gonna... Sorry. I'm gonna sit down at the table, I guess, with Brick and Airy.
Ari would clear his throat and be like, so is everything okay with Ben? Is he fine? Are you fine?
Yeah, he's fine.
Like, clearly just like...
Yeah,
Okay.
I just wanted
What
to...
is it with you? What is it with you mortals?
What do you mean? Ignore him.
Sorry.
I say out loud, even though you can't hear him.
Ignore...
No.
I can't hear him.
Oh, yep, right.
Does he have things to say about me?
No! Sort of? I don't know.
He
No.
doesn't like drama.
Yeah, he doesn't
What
like
drama? There's no drama. What
No
are you talking about
drama
drama? What is
at all.
drama? What is drama?
Nothing.
What is the drama? What is drama?
Ari
What is...
just sips
What
for
is
a very
drama?
long time.
I just didn't. It's the armor. Nobody should be in the armory with that
we
stuff on them.
we thought he was gonna die. That's all. We thought Sten was gonna blow up in there. I gotta go.
Make a bluff check.
Okay. I'm just digging my own fucking
I'm
grave.
Good
Hold
God.
on.
I got -2
Do I?
in bluff.
Where's Oh, you're right. I
Sorry.
got a 4.
Do I contest that?
Yes, please.
So that's an 18. I don't think I have to add anything to that.
Oh my God.
I think it is. I do have a negative, but it's not minus, 14. So
Uh-huh. Yeah, Kai, you're aware that Aerie is very much, not being truthful.
He's like not making eye contact with you and keeps taking really long sips of coffee.
I'm so glad I specified the audio was off.
I would make tease Airy about his flame, but that's mean right now, so I'm not gonna do that.
Oof, that would hurt.
Yeah, I'm not mean like that.
Just saying. I know you're fully capable of it, but we could break his legs.
You could what?
What?
You
Oh,
could
am I
wait,
reading
what?
this entirely incorrectly? Never
You could
mind.
break whose legs? What? Did you say you could break
Very much.
his legs?
What are you talking about, Brick?
Is that what you said?
Yeah,
Maybe.
that's what he said.
Who's
Ooh, are we talking about breaking limbs? I
Yes,
can't help.
Artie,
God.
we are. Why
Artie.
don't we
No, we're
go
not. No, we're not. No, we're not.
discuss breaking legs?
Why are we? Why? What? Huh? What?
While you were gone, we were talking about what it would, which of our limbs would break first if we were to fight together.
Ari, what happened while I was gone that you are just spewing nonsense right now? Are you okay? Do you have the stuff on?
Nope, I don't. I'm great.
Oh, is this
He
the...
pulled up a throbbing.
Yeah, I was like, is this a side effect from the venom?
Probably, yeah. Yeah.
I've run extensive tests, and this would not be a side effect of the venom. It seems to be purely a sedative.
Shut up, Monty.
Maybe it's a
Cut it.
placebo effect.
He doesn't know what he's talking
I'm
about.
not there.
Anyway, maybe
I
we
am
should go
literally
speak
the
to the
ship's medical
marshals.
officer.
Maybe we should.
Maybe we should go
Yeah.
talk to them.
Actually, yes,
Let's go.
we need to fix this ship as fast as possible.
Yeah, let's come on.
Okay.
Thumbs up, turns around.
Chaos.
And I turn and I go to follow you guys. Before I leave, though, I turn to Satsi and Kim. I go, anything from the peanut gallery over here?
Satsi grins and grabs a prepackaged bag of nuts and just hands it to you.
Jesus Christ. I wish.
Okay. Leaf. Unless other people are going to join you out of desperation. I'm assuming you turn up at Amron's workshop.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Oops.
Yeah, you knock on the door. She arrives and says, "Oh, hey, Leaf. I take it things went well. Seeing as you're here, how
We
are
survived.
things exactly?
Well,
Did you get what you needed from the trial?
and then some, and also had some complications.
Hmm.
Rima found some kind of leverage on Carta. So guess who her next bounty is? It's not you, just to be clear, it's us. But
Okay, good. Good to know. She seemed really scary.
tell me about it.
Okay. I mean, I could do some digging, see if I've got any contacts that can give you some kind of edge.
That was more of an expression from my homeworld, although if you... Honestly, that's not a bad idea. I would actually appreciate that. I was actually here to ask you about, you mentioned something about upgrading our warp drive?
Oh, yes. I have some parts that might be useful. Yeah, follow me in here. I'll need a little bit of help carrying them. You might want to, she kind of glances at you and says, you might want to call one of your fellow crew members.
Definitely.
Okay.
Rick, I need you.
Oh, wonderful. Yep, definitely. Come, yep.
Actually, Ari, you want to come carry stuff too?
Sure. Yep. In the distance.
Do y'all just leave me in the dust? You hear in the distance of the comm call. Wait, where the fuck are y'all go? Oh my god.
Ari would poke his head out and be like, just get some rest, the captain, okay, bye.
And then, hey, Kai, do you need anything? I'm at Amron's. How's the ship repair going?
How's the ship repair going? You're the one getting me parts. How do you think the ship repair's going, Leaf?
I fair enough. Selko didn't come over with it? Okay.
It is
what do you
fairly
need?
early in the morning.
What do I need? Many things. Vicky, know nothing about starships from the year 20... What year? 30?
We're getting pretty close to 3,000, aren't we?
This is, I think, technically the 28th century that you're in at this point, with 24th century technology.
So, what? What'd you say?
Wait, what?
24th or is it 23rd? 23rd century technology, excuse me. And a few movements.
We're in the what century, though?
23rd.
28th.
28th?
28th. Okay. I heard 20th and was like, what?
Me too.
Not quite. Anyway.
From the 1900s. Went back in time. So, Vicky, that was all to say, Vicky doesn't know anything about starships from the 28th century. So, I believe, though, that Kai would, so I'll give you a grocery list.
Okay, it's a fairly small list.
And, Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
We're hoping to, leave planet fairly soon.
I'm sorry, Say.
Anything else I can do for you?
I'm trying to educate myself,
here?
but like, you're asking a lot. Okay.
Hey, Brick or Ari or whoever, can you bring the artifact thing with you when you come over? I forgot it. Well, I actually forgot that I couldn't lift it, but, same thing.
Yeah, you got it. Let's go get it.
Okay.
Okay, you guys retrieve the artifact and meet Leaf over at Amren's. Amren currently has set out a large handheld toolbox that she's just throwing parts into. And she also has what looks like a box of her own tools just waiting next to it. When you guys arrive, she takes the device from you guys. Oh, perfect. Thank you for taking such good care of it. Go and throw this somewhere secure, and I'll be right back. And she temporarily leaves you unattended in her workshop.
I'll look around, I guess. I'm not going to touch anything. Last time I did that, I accidentally started up a spaceship.
Oh.
Okay.
I don't want to burn down Amren's workshop right before they try to help us repair our ship.
Yeah, that'd be good.
Okay. Once again, you've got this eclectic mix of spare parts, half rebuilt, half deconstructed ships, and speeders and such things. And she also seems to have set aside a part that seems to be roughly similar to the part you're missing, sort of this fuel injector system. It's definitely tracking technology, though, or at least a more recent form of tracking technology. So she doesn't seem to have fully committed to the idea, but she's at least got it nearby to try and get it to work.
In my best estimation, as not our ship's engineer, but someone who's studied our human and tracking technology at this point, one sec. I choke on something. Best guess. Is this remotely compatible with our ship?
It performs the same function. Now, you suspect, knowing Amren and what you've observed of her skills so far, she could probably find a way to make it work. The real question is how long and whether there will be unforeseen consequences.
Our ship's experimental already.
Okay.
I'll
Amren
leave
comes
that
back.
to Kai.
Amren comes back and kind of divvies up the parts between Ari and Brick. Ari gets the fairly large experimental part that is used for fuel injection. It's very, very heavy for its size. But Ari should be fine.
Yeah, I'm strong.
And yeah, she leads you back and says, do you guys plan on doing any other upgrades to the ship while I'm around? This could take me a couple of days, potentially.
Days?
What do you got?
I mean, that's up to Miko. You can check what he's got around. Usually he's got stuff that allows you to improve different things about your ship if you need to.
Oh, right.
Who knows? Do you have room for all of your vehicles? Because I know at the very least, Miko should be able to extend the cargo bay to an extent. That's fairly easy.
I pull Leaf like, do we have time? We should probably go.
I guess I'll have to ask Miko. Was there anything we needed to talk to the marshals about?
Yeah.
Mostly just
I don't remember. We should probably let them know. I don't know, actually, that there's anything specific.
You could check with them, see if they've got a local office on Corada.
Oh, right.
Or just genuinely thank them for risking their lives coming to our aid.
Why don't you guys do that?
That'd be a good
I'll go
idea.
talk to Miko.
I'll join for diplomatic talks. Yeah, that feels
Okay.
As bad as I normally am at those, I can say thank you.
Okay. Kai joins you for that. Leaf, do you wait until they're gone to talk to Miko, or do you start talking to Miko before they even leave?
Oh,
I wait till Kai's not in the area.
yeah, you should wait.
Okay.
I leave the ship to like catch up with the rest of y'all, and I see.
I double check the plan with Kai first, and then go talk to Miko
No.
after Kai's gone.
That sounds good. I will vacate the area. That all works. I'll make myself scarce. I'll go with y'all to the commercials.
All right. Once again, you knock on Miko's door, Leaf, and there's the sound of rummaging, and then it pops open, and Miko looks up at you and says, "Oh, hello, Leaf.
It's
how
just
can
me
I-"
this time.
Okay. How can I help?
We were wondering if I heard from Amron that you might be able to help extend our cargo bay. We seem to have acquired more, cargo than we arrived with, and we're hoping to be able to take some of it with us.
I can. It's not free, but about 10,000 credits should cover the costs of materials and work. It'll
About
essentially
how-
it'll essentially double your cargo capacity. Which is your DM saying
That is a lot better than I thought it was going to be.
Is essentially what, from a what's the word I'm looking for? From a mechanic standpoint, you have essentially one expansion slot that you left empty as a cargo bay. This adds a new expansion slot,
Oh, okay.
which you can technically use for anything, but it defaults to a cargo bay. It will take me
Also, winter's
several
a
days
yes,
to
that's a
do.
Girl Scout cookie.
It will take me several days to do it, but I am quite efficient. It will be done soon, quite soon.
How long realistically do we actually expect it to take for us to complete our other repairs?
Well, Azza, Amron, and now Hana are putting their heads together. It could take a day or two, depending on how extensively you allow Amron to modify the ship. It sounds like she's brought enough stuff to do some pretty serious modifications to the warp drive. And there's also the fact that if you're going to let her put the Traken tech fuel injector on the ship,
We want to do some testing.
What was that?
We'll also want to do some testing.
Exactly. But that will take a decent amount of time because she has to figure out how to properly modify it to work with your systems.
That should be fine then.
You should check his license and make sure he's a licensed contractor, though. As Lynn Jersey's so helpfully suggested.
Is this procedure, is this something that requires licensure on this planet? I don't know how this works.
We have some general licenses throughout civilized space. I am a licensed shipwright.
That's really cool. I just realized that I don't think Leaf can actually carry physically that many credits. How strong does Miko look?
This is the 28th century, as we have just discussed. We figured out that you can't carry cows to barter them for chickens a long time ago and then made money. I'm sure that we can do like a credit
But this
card.
is a frontier world.
This is a frontier world. They don't have that infrastructure here.
They don't have paper.
This came up
They
in a
don't have
previous
checks?
session.
You telling me they don't use Bitcoin, Grant?
Well, you guys
Yeah,
haven't
see,
been to
Bitcoin.
an exchange yet.
You're telling me they don't have a decentralized cryptocurrency?
Jesus.
You haven't been to an exchange yet. You haven't been able to give your Freeport credits, the hard currency, for something a little more digital and potentially easier to steal.
Yeah, I had a whole mining operation back on Earth.
And how many of the servers were yours? Anyway.
You asked too many questions.
You can enlist.
You asking whether I purchased them or whether I was in control of them?
Is Leaf the reason for the CPU shortage? Is that what's going on?
No, other people bought them. I wasn't gonna store that many. Are you kidding? Are you crazy?
It's called a botnet, ladies and gentlemen. Anyway. All right. So I'm assuming you at least enlist Wonder's help in carrying stuff. Okay.
No, I arrived with Wonder Buddy and Jumper all carrying gold.
You fashion them all little
saddlebags full of coins.
Oh my god.
Miko looks terrified.
Of course.
We really are going back.
Miko's afraid of a 5 foot. I'm sorry. How tall am I? 5'6". Miko is terrified of it. I don't actually have a height on here. 1.7 meter. I don't know what the fuck that means. I think 5'6".
Sorry.
Pink-haired lady. Of course
Carrying
he's going
a particle weapon.
Okay, fair. Of course he's going to be absolutely terrified of whatever the hell Buddy, Wonder, and Chomper are.
Hey, Buddy and Chomper are from this world, as far as I know.
Yeah, and I'm sure that will not help in the slightest. So alligators are from our world. If somebody walked up to my door with an alligator, I would not be hyped.
Welcome to Florida.
Florida man with
How
pet
would I
alligator.
react to that? How would Leaf react to that?
Oh god.
Would you react?
Instantly try to pet.
Would you be more surprised if a walrus knocked at your door or a fairy?
Walrus. Depends on where I was.
This is
Depends on how high I am. What kind of question?
this is that was a reference that didn't land. There's a thing going around Tumblr. Don't worry about it.
Like in Arizona?
What if it's Neil the Seal?
The answer is a walrus, but the person that posted the poll was very upset because they're like, fairies aren't real, and everyone's like, the leap of going from fairies aren't real to, oh, there's a fairy at my door, fairies are real, versus, oh, walruses are already real, yes, but how far a walrus would have to travel to knock on my door?
I live in a desert.
Can the walrus
point,
speak? No.
Like if we're weighing the chances that fairies are real and can go wherever the hell they want against the likelihood of a real walrus with their known limitations making it to where I live.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Because we don't have any at the local zoo.
No. They don't.
True.
So unless someone
Anyway.
has one in a private collection or airdrops it at my doorstep, there is a pool in my yard.
It would really be a walrus at that point.
Yeah,
There's
right.
a pool in my yard. It can splash down.
Also,
Oh god.
so sorry to derail that.
Sorry,
so
back to,
completely, Grant. Anyway, back to our show.
It's okay. Miko very gingerly takes the credits from you and says, I will begin work immediately. And they clap their paws together, and out of nowhere, a whole half a dozen other Ipsy just seem to materialize.
Remind me what the Ipsy look like.
They're like little, they're technically small creatures. They're
They're
furry.
the small
They've got-
fuzzy ones, right?
Yes, there's a small fuzzy ones with very pointy, sharp teeth.
Mm.
And
Are these space tabaxi?
they're more mouse-like than cat-like.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
And
Like Kuribo.
yes, they immediately start pulling out tools and gathering raw materials, and seem to start getting ready to work on the ship. If you have any security systems, you may want to temporarily deactivate them and alert any of your crew who may be concerned about us modifying the ship, that we are modifying the ship.
That's a really good point.
And the bunnies.
I don't know how I'm gonna notify them.
Containment breach! Containment breach!
Unfortunately, the bunnies do not understand human language.
should.
Do they speak any? Okay, are the bunnies intelligent enough to have a language?
I don't think anyone's tested that yet.
That's going on my to-do list. I have the means.
You should definitely, though, tell our security officer, who is currently on the ship and also, in a way, high out of his mind, that there's going to be people tampering with the ship.
That's a good point.
Multiple groups of people.
Yeah.
I put out a general announcement on our comm systems, and
They speak body language.
Double take twice.
They're addition. They're a little shaky on multiplication, though. They've got down pat.
No comment.
Yeah, so I let everybody know. I also warned the Ipsy about Zen and Artie.
Oh god, yeah, RD2 is important. That's an important one.
Okay, so if our medical robot asks you if you want a Class A diagnostic, just say no. Class B is painful. Class C is just a scan. If you want, I guess, by all means, go ahead, I suppose. But definitely get those in the right order.
Okay, Miko translates.
Also, I'm gonna go move the weaver worms.
Okay. You move them, I assume, into your room or something?
Well, to be fair, originally the menagerie was actually one of the vacant crew quarters.
Oh, okay. I getcha.
I moved specifically so that they're not just like in the cargo bay. Yeah, so I moved them in with, well, now that they're not in the incubator, I moved them in with Wonder and Buddy and Chopper.
Okay. As you do, you hear a voice from one of the cargo containers say,
Greetings, Leaf. You seem to be having guests aboard the ship.
Correct.
Are these guests, as I believe they are, or should I activate defensive protocols?
They're guests. They're expanding our cargo bay.
you see your DD's eyes go from red to blue, and they say,
Ah, excellent. Additional mercantile space. I will make good use of it. Do you have any manufacturing requests?
Hold on one sec. You guys can do something else while I
A
look at my
fuel
notes, because I do
injector?
have a list.
A fuel injector.
Can you manufacture a spare fuel injector?
Unfortunately, I do not have the equipment to do so. It requires micrometer level.
Out of curiosity, what equipment would you need?
Scanning. I believe you may be able to find scrap components to build micrometer level 3D printing technology on this planet. I am unsure how to properly obtain it though.
Grant, can I need a review. Me, Vicky. Again, my head is full of cough syrup. What do we still need to do to get our shit fixed?
you need the fuel injector. That's pretty much the only thing.
Okay.
The rest is upgrades to the actual ship.
Okay.
Didn't I just get like something that was a fuel injector? Or is that something else?
That one's experimental.
Okay.
I'm fine with that.
So-
Aaron's
and-
offering to adapt it.
And the reason that we wanted to wait the extra couple days to get our warp system upgraded is because that will pay off far more in terms of travel time than the extra time it takes to install.
Fair.
Makes sense.
Okay.
All right. Well,
Or blow us up.
Either or.
while Kyle is checking his notes, the rest of you arrive at the marshal's office, and just behind the office, you do see their ship. One of the originally twin prongs at the front of it seems to have been cut off surgically, and there's a small crew currently in the process of, it looks like, fitting a new one.
Ooh.
And when you walk in, Demon is still at his post, feet up on the counter, watching something on a holo TV. They turn it off and say, "Oh, hello, friends. Welcome. I take it everything went well, seeing as you are still here."
Hey, bud.
Yeah.
Alright.
Yeah, I mean, went as well as it could have, I guess. Well, no, that's a lie. Went well enough where none of us died, which is good. Is your boss here?
Oh, yes. The head marshal is currently in her office.
May we?
Of course.
Thanks.
Feel free.
Hey, Grant, what did we do with the mini helicopter?
As far as I'm aware, seeing as no one was particularly interested in it, it fell into Carta's possession. Because she's the one who fixed it.
Oops.
Yes. And that was before her ship. No, because we arrived back and her ship was already gone, which means that she wouldn't have had anywhere to put it.
She got in our ship.
Meaning that it would be in our ship.
But she went back to the ship and may have taken it.
Did she take
Correct. You have not seen it since.
Whoops.
Rude.
So rude
Sorry, guys.
today. Betrayed us and stole from us.
You didn't.
Yeah, wait. Maybe we
Trade
should
us
take an inventory. Do we? Who brought that up and when, if anybody? Because I'll just radio back to Zen and be like, can we get an inventory? If you're running around counting things anyway, don't lick anything. But figure out if Carter stole anything.
Okay. I'll start with the big things and look for smaller things.
You don't have to count all like the pool noodles, but you know what I mean. The important shit.
I'm not sure I could even get a proper count of pool noodles. Okay, I'll see what I can do.
Thank you.
All right. You walk into the head marshal's office, and she glances up from what seems to be a mountain of paperwork and says, "Hello, welcome back.
Alright.
How did things go?"
They went a lot better because you guys were there. So thank you.
Well, when we heard that it might not go well without you and that the Alicians were there, we decided it was time to get a little more involved.
We really appreciate it. And everybody on your side is okay?
Few bumps and bruises. One ship that's a little the worse for wear, but nothing we can't fix. All in a day's work at the marshals.
Fair enough. Brick?
Well,
yes.
Question.
Yes.
So, the Alician ship and the mean ship both left at the same time-ish. Do you know where they went? Vaguely?
They went... She pulls up something on the terminal next to her and types a couple of commands in. The reports say that the Alician ship went directly toward their nearest territory. However, your ship, the ship that started all of this, I think it's Thunderous Ascent, something like that.
Yeah, the main one.
That one is headed toward Mirnan space. Looks like Altorum system.
And there was a third ship that probably came back here and then probably left. Do you happen to know where that one went? Maybe?
It was
She
owned.
scans through their logs.
It was owned by one of your old prisoners, so I imagine you have some sort of monitoring on it.
Well, being a bounty hunter, she detected all of our monitoring equipment on board, deactivated it as soon as she got out. That being said, we did detect some sensor echoes. Mirrodin stealth technology is nothing to laugh at. It looks like it was last we checked, setting a course the same direction. Altorum system, by the looks of it, if we had to guess.
Cool.
That being said, I believe that's where the bounty hunter's bounty on the slaver boss came from. Chances are she's headed back there to cash in on that.
Kai looks up, remembers that we have a prisoner, and just clicks her comms on and goes, Zen, can you check and see if we still have a prisoner?
I was actually going through, that was one of my first inventory items. Prisoner not accounted for.
Great, thank you. Okay, we'll talk soon.
No.
Oh, no,
you hang up in the middle.
No, I didn't mean to. I call back. Wait, what? Sorry, what were you saying?
I was just going to say no appendages or limbs seem to be strewn about the medical bay, so...
Forrest has things
Yes,
to
Forrest.
say.
Me. What's up?
What?
Yes. So it doesn't look like Artie completed a Class A diagnostic on anyone recently.
That's good, at least. Yeah,
In the background you hear, hey Artie, what happened to... Yes, I know, your experimental subject. And a moment later,
Oh, the experimental subject. Well, once they were done being experimented on with these special pastes, I did end up releasing them into the bounty hunter's custody, because she made a logical point that she had a claim to the being.
Hey, Grant.
I'm sorry. Okay, hold on. Zen, give the phone to Artie for a second.
Hello, Captain.
Hi! Sweet. Did you just say that you had a conversation with Carta before she left?
I did, yes. She seemed concerned about something. However, I suspect it was having to get this prisoner back on time.
Mm-hmm. You didn't bother to mention that she was on
It
the...
does seem relevant.
It's relevant.
In what way is it relevant?
Well... Oh my god.
nobody told Artie.
Artie,
Nobody clued Artie into anything.
Artie, let's, we'll chat when I get back. Okay. Holy shit.
That has implications.
Uh-huh.
Huh.
Anyway, I turned back to the marshal. Anyway, thanks again for your help.
Whoops, forgot to turn it
That's
off.
not the marshal.
Forgot to turn it
What do you mean? I am the marshal.
No,
Oh my god.
I am the Senate.
I am the Senate. The marshal says, I assume you're going to be heading in that direction. Makes the most sense to me.
Yeah.
Be on the lookout for Marshal Kalim. They are our marshal in the area. Based on the main city on the planet Korada, it seems to be the center of the system, or at least as far as political power is concerned. Speak to them. They could give you at least an idea of what's going on, especially if you're not familiar with Mirrodin politics and policies. Just you thought our welcome was chilly? Get ready for an equally chilly welcome. The Mirrodin are not known to trust easy.
Sounds fun.
And they so love their rules.
Any that we would be breaking by just like walking in?
I would recommend dropping out of warp at the edge of the system
Okay.
instead of right in front of their planet.
Fair.
That being said, for the record, most species don't mind. It's just in our case, after the experience with the other ship, we were a little testy to begin with.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. We...
And the Mirnans take that as being rather provocative.
Fair enough. Good to know. Thank you.
Of course. You are, of course, welcome back on Anopsis 4 anytime. You are practically local heroes at this point. I'm sure the settlement wouldn't mind seeing you again.
Thanks. I mean, we'll keep it on the list. I'm sure we'll pass by again. I mean, gotta come back visit Amron, so, and the rest of the Trackens.
All right. Do you have any other questions?
Brick and area for anything else?
No. Just thanks again.
Don't mention it.
I guess we head out.
All right.
Yeah.
All right, you head out. And Leaf, you were looking something up.
So, well, my question, hilariously, to T0DD was going to be, if they could synthesize something that could actually block or jam, or disrupt or whatever the jamming field that the Mirnan technology creates. But it sounds like Artie might be ahead of us on that.
What do you mean?
How so?
Well, the fact that Carta had a conversation with Artie while Bessie and T0DD both have
Zero
gaps.
recollection.
Both have zero recollection. The fact that Bessie couldn't see it means that the jamming field was active, and the fact that Artie could means that apparently...
True. Might have to talk to Artie a little bit more.
God.
Oh god.
But I wasn't there for that conversation. So what I'm asking T0DD for is any ideas or options for dealing with Mirnan tech.
Let me switch voices.
If you can provide me with samples of this technology, I may be able to reverse engineer it and potentially find a defense against it.
I believe I did keep one of the pirates. Whatchamacallit there, the
T0DD holds out one of their metallic hands.
Please
metallic
be careful,
polymer
the
hands.
power cells are very volatile.
I will proceed with extreme caution. I have no intention of letting this facility be destroyed.
Appreciate it.
And in their characteristic style, T0DD does their 3-part turn, head, torso, legs, and returns to their station. All right.
My favorite part of that is just the sheer amount of extra motor movement that actually requires.
Right. Normally the whole thing would just orbit,
That is
but
like
no,
a-
they said we're gonna make it look good, and then they made it look worse.
Like, that requires a lot of extra movement to actually do.
Yeah. It's hilarious.
It's beautiful. It's wonderful. And then I'm gonna go. I guess I'm gonna go check on my weaver worms.
Okay.
Because I don't want to leave the ship while we've got strangers, and I'm just waiting in case there's screams or something. So I'm gonna just chat with Bessie and work on training the weaver worms.
Okay. It's fairly uneventful. The rest of the party does return. Kai, you do see
Kai is.
Nico and the other Ipsy working on things.
I stay as far away as I can while still getting on the ship and just do like a very nice little like hi. Trying to make myself very like small and approachable and nice. I have like untucked my shirt and put it over the guns on my waist, you know, things like that. Like, hi. And then I just run inside.
Okay.
Because I have a conversation to have with my son.
You do that. The work continues. The ship is starting to get a little noisy now. Brick and Airy, what are you two doing?
We overheard the thing with Artie too, right?
Yeah. I mean, y'all are invited to have this conversation as well.
Yeah.
I know how much you care about Carta, so.
I think Ari would be going.
And I know how much Brick cares about Airy, so.
Okay.
I'm a brick the robot. Good day.
What?
What, son?
All right, you arrive in the medical bay, and Artie is currently running some analysis on what appears to be the weaver worm venom.
Artie, my
and
sweet son.
turns around and says,
Captain, welcome back. That was quick.
It was made quicker because I am alarmed. What? How? Okay, so, I realized you were probably not informed. So after Carta left the ship, she left us and has informed us in a roundabout way that she is going to be hunting us down for money. Kind of. She's being forced. Okay?
That sounds problematic.
It is. The interesting thing, though, is that Hugh had a conversation with her while Bessie didn't know she was on the ship. So I need to hear everything that you remember from that chat.
I'm aware that the chat took place, however, my memory bank seemed to be scrambled. Intriguing. This is fascinating. I must perform additional diagnostics.
No. I grab him before he turns away to do things. No. You need to look at me and you need to remember with your scary ocular sensors. And you need to remember, because you told me on the phone, Grant, you told me on the phone that she took our prisoner. Do you remember some of it?
The prisoner was released into Carta's custody.
What else happened?
One moment while I attempt a memory recovery.
Okay.
Artie's chassis wobbles a little bit as they seem to shake themselves. And there's a humming noise. And then a moment later, let's see, hang on. So this is your DM plotting and planning. Hang on.
We gotta decide what we're allowed to know. Yeah.
Exactly. And then a moment later, you hear, slightly distorted by Artie's vocal processor, Carta's voice. I will leave you clues. Every time you see me, I will try to leave something for you. Just understand it's a risk. And I have only so many of those that I can take at this point. And a moment later, Artie just shudders and says,
It would appear I was unable to recover any data. Strange. It appears the log has also deleted itself.
Wait.
I'm still aware of the visit, and I'm still aware of releasing the entity into the bounty hunter's possession. However, I seem to have forgotten the bounty hunter's image, bounty hunter's name. Strange.
Okay.
Who is this bounty hunter again?
Bessie? Actually,
Captain.
honestly, Leaf?
Yeah, Kai?
Can you,
Sit. Stay.
check Artie's...
This is eerily familiar.
Yeah. Carta has definitely done something to Artie, and I just want to make
Really?
sure that it's not going to continue happening. Can you give his brain a look or something?
Sure.
I'm very concerned for my son.
Okay. Leaf arrives to take a look at Artie. You may roll a computer use check.
I plug my brain into Artie.
That
I rolled.
is...
I rolled dice.
I
They
see.
betrayed
I
me.
watch you go and do it, and I'm like, not like that.
You wanted me to take a look at Artie.
That's a wild way to do that. Sometimes you have to take a look at, like, sometimes there are, like, contractors that come to your house and have to take a look at, like, your fridge. They don't climb inside of it and become one with the fridge to do that.
Look, just because my fridge doesn't work right now.
Leaf, in your head,
Oh, hello, Leaf. This is a new experience. How can I help you?
Okay.
Wait, did you actually stop me from doing it, or did you say
No.
that after?
If you
Okay.
roll dice for it, I let it happen.
I just rolled dice to see if Leaf would try, but that works. Yeah, because that allows me to, among other things, make computer use checks as a move action, which doesn't really matter in this context, but it means that I can basically try several times very quickly to do things.
Okay.
So I guess the first thing that I'm going to do is try to back up without reading any of it, just the raw data from Artie's memories.
Okay, specifically the encounter that he's referring to?
Mm-hmm. I mean, the past week.
Okay.
I'm specifically not just targeting that area.
Okay. You're able to download it. It's a lot of data. But you're
I'm
able
gonna
to
have to dump
download it.
this somewhere.
Okay.
And then I'm going to start poking around and see if I can actually get Artie to like see what's going on with Artie.
Roll a computer use check.
You'd think I'd have this memorized by now. 29.
I forgot I was muted. I was saying while this is happening, I probably am checking in with Ari as subtly as possible.
Oh.
Just be like, how you doing? Doing okay?
He's like, "Yeah, I'm okay.
Yeah.
How are you?"
Good. Good. I'm good. That's a lie, and you know that, but we don't need to talk about that.
Aries also like lying too.
All right,
Give
so
your own
Leaf.
little squeeze, you know.
He just kind of like leans into it.
And in the background, I'll just keep slowly dumping the data to like a disk somewhere.
Okay. You try accessing the data, and something, not Artie, seems to go on the offensive the moment you try accessing the specific data from that encounter.
Really?
She put a virus in my son.
And it seems to be trying to seek out any knowledge or any kind of data transfer.
Oh no, nobody's doing that again.
You may make another computer use check to try and stop it.
Are you telling us what's happening?
You hear Leaf go, oh no, you don't.
Don't do what? What did she do?
So that's a net one.
Oh shit.
My son's gonna die. My sweet
So this
boy.
is the part where I ask you a question, Grant.
Yes.
How many fate points to save Artie's life?
Remember when we talked about fail saves after the last time this happened to Leaf?
Mm-hmm. Leaf. One of your failsafes does activate. The data transfer specifically to any part of you immediately halts. The rest is lost. If you are trying to send it to something that is not you, like Bessie or the ship's computer. Artie seems to freeze for a moment. All of you notice that Artie's little robotic expression kind of goes blank for a moment. They're still hovering, but they're non-responsive.
Buddy?
And Leaf, you find yourself remembering something. You remember taking a seat in a chair similar to the dive chair you used to use all the time back on Earth when you were interfacing with the internet and working on Wadsworth. Only you vaguely remember that the circumstances were far worse. And you remember just a permeating feeling of never again. You come back to the present. You're still plugged into Artie. Artie is blank. Artie is not currently responding. And then after a few long moments, Artie seems to reboot. Their little projected face appears again, and they say,
Hello, crew. It would appear I am unprepared for our arrival on Anoxis 4. I should get everything ready. I should prepare a full trauma kit and make sure you are all ready to deal with this.
What
happened?
What happened?
We just came out of work. We were accosted by a Marshall starship, apparently.
No. It's
Hey,
and I'm
Artie.
looking at Leaf. What happened?
Give me 1 sec. There's something I need to do first. I am going to, and this is why I backed everything up to my brain first. I am going to plug my just a dumb hard drive into my brain port and just dump the raw data onto it because that didn't seem to trigger anything.
okay.
Because I don't want it in my head anymore.
Okay. You do that. Artie still seems to be very confused about what day it is.
And hey, Artie, do you have backups somewhere?
Searching. My internal backup seems to be up to date.
Honey, no.
What's your most recent external backup?
Kidding. Most recent external backup appears to be several days in the future. Intriguing.
Why don't you restore from any of them that's more than a day old?
Very well.
There's a brief moment, and Artie processes and says,
Oh, all of the research that could have been lost. I'm so glad I did that.
What do
We
you
need to figure out how the hell Carta did that.
Carta, please define. Who is Carta?
Interesting.
She is a member of
So-
our crew.
So Carta put a virus on Artie that appears to continuously erase all knowledge of her presence, existence, who she is, what she... I want that.
I
Not
want
done
it
to me.
out
obviously.
of
I
my
want a
son.
copy of it. Yeah, I'm working on that. I'm gonna work on an offline copy of that. Might take me a while. Don't plug
Sorry,
Artie
you
into
just
anything important.
You just asked me a question. What was it? Was it regarding a person?
Artie, do me a favor and don't connect to Bessie in any way for a little bit, okay?
Hey, Bessie,
Affirmative.
please do not allow any connections from Artie.
affirmative, Leaf. Connections to Artie are strictly on an as-needed basis. No connections
Yeah.
have been made for the last 10 days.
Okay, good.
Good. There appears to be some kind of very sophisticated virus. Does the virus help him make better tea?
All right. with that, now that you are all properly concerned for Artie, I'm going to say all of you go about investigating and maybe helping out with the ship's upgrades and repair work. Artie regales you about their most recent attempt to make tea. It actually does sound edible this time. And life on the ship sort of returns to normal. And I think that is where we will leave Mission 5.
Oh,
Oh man.
I didn't play the end song.
Insane.
Okay.
You want me to play it now?
You don't have to, it's fine.
Okay.
I want to hear it.
I didn't know it was happening so fast. I'm gonna play it anyway. Did we leave the planet yet?
Nope.
Okay.
The ship is still
About
under
3
repair. But
What do
you
we?
will, yes.
What do we all? What do we all? We need last moments really quick. The song's not that long. 3 minutes 16
Okay.
seconds. Kai is desperately trying to help while also not scaring Miko and therefore every other. What are they?
Ipsy.
Ipsies. Yeah. Every trying her damnedest not to scare Miko and the other Ipsies, but also trying to help fix her own ship.
What's Ari doing?
Ari would also be helping with repairs, but whenever there would be downtime, he would sneak away to his room and just kind of turn off the lights and look at the flowers.
What's Brick up to?
Brick being proficient in mechanical skills and just very experienced in holding a flashlight properly, he'd be helping out.
And Leaf?
And Leaf is contemplating every life choice that brought him up to this moment, while also training his new pets and very, very carefully dissecting the data dump from Artie's head.
And while you all do that, you find that Cordum and Zen have developed a friendship. They're beginning to hang out a little bit more. Cordum kind of helping Zen through the occasional weird things that happen due to intrusive thoughts. Zen and Kai have a couple of moments along the way. I'm sure we'll get around to that at the beginning of Mission 6. Kim and Satsi are practically inseparable. And over the course of the next few days, Amrin, Hana, Aza, and to a degree Selka all work on building the Dawnbreaker's engines anew. She's going to be faster. She's going to be more maneuverable. And you suspect the next time you have to fly her, she will be more than ready to get off the ground.
Yeah, I want my baby airborne again.
And with that, Artie threatening to make you guys dinner if you don't stop pestering him about various diagnostics on his computer core. The next couple of days pass by. Busy, but blissfully free of imminent danger.
Amazing.
And that's where we'll end it.
The timing. That was beautiful. That was excellent. Thank you guys all so much for joining us for D&D in Space tonight. Thank you for watching and for chit-chatting if you were in the chat with us, or thanks for catching this later in our VODs or over on YouTube. I hope you guys enjoyed this mission. It was a hell of a mission. Jesus, 31 episodes, I believe. That's crazy. Crazy wild ride. It's crazy. That's crazy wild. But it was so fun. Thank you guys all so much. Obviously, this is the end of a mission. It's not the end of these guys. But we are going to be taking a short break in between this and the next mission because Amanda just freaked out.
I'm sorry.
She's very excited. Because the next time you guys see us, either the next time we decided the next time, yes.
I think so. It's
Okay.
ready to go.
The next time y'all see us, we are going to be playing different characters. Georgia, Atlas, Keith, and Eisen. You might remember them from our prequel missions. So we're going to be traveling back in time, catching up with those fools, giving our main crew a short break, and then we'll be back to the main Dawnbreaker crew. But as far as the rest of the week goes, on so sorry, we were doing really well. As far as the rest of the week goes, as long as I don't sound and feel like this on Thursday, I will be here to play some more Control. Honestly, probably if I do sound and feel like this on Thursday, I will be here to play more Control because that game is really fun. So you should come by, hang out. And then next week, Aiden and I will be here to talk about some astronomy news on Monday. That's a lie. It's just gonna be me. You're just gonna have me. I don't know what I'm gonna do, but Aiden's gonna be in a mammoth, so I get to do whatever I want. Man, you seem confused by Mammoth, McKenna.
Is there a Mammoth, California?
Who's going skiing wherever you go skiing in Mammoth?
Definitely not our Mammoth.
Yeah, definitely not Mammoth, Arizona.
No, yeah, Mammoth, California. And then on Tuesday we'll be back to jump into the prequel. Please follow if you're new here. Subscribe if you feel so inclined. Also, shout out to Lynn Joyce and Skeptical Sake for resubscribing and for cheering. Thank you guys so much again. Thank you to my lovely party mates, Kyle, Mac, and Amanda, for being just the best people in the world to play D&D with. And to our lovely Game Master Grant for weaving just such an incredible story. Oh my god. It's so good. I think that's about it. If you want to check out the VODs of this or my gaming stuff, that is all going to be linked. If you click on my face, the About page, you can also join our Discord if you click on the Join Our Community tab. Is there anything else before I start coughing again?
I think that's everything.
All right. We'll see y'all next time. Bye, everybody.
Bye.